Yo, in today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and strange TikToks that will make you question reality.
What is happening beneath Antarctica? In 1985, a naval engineer stationed at McMurdo Station in Antarctica made a terrifying discovery. While transporting supplies and crew members to sites around Antarctica, he and his crew reported seeing circular aircraft flying above an area known as the Beardmore Glacier. However, they were never allowed to investigate further as the area was designated as an air exclusion zone. At one point, they received an emergency call to rescue an injured crew member who had gone on an expedition. The captain knew they wouldn't make it in time using conventional flight routes, so he decided to fly through the Beardmore Glacier to reach the injured individual. However, upon entering the air exclusion zone, they witnessed a giant hole the size of a football field leading beneath the ice. Eventually, they successfully rescued the injured crew member, but upon returning to McMurdo Station, they were greeted by a man in black who told them, "What you saw at the pole, you did not see. If you speak of it, you will have serious problems."
3 conspiracy theories associated with Antarctica. 1. Nazi secret bases, one of the most enduring conspiracy theories, suggests that during World War II, Nazis established secret bases in Antarctica. Some believe that these bases might still be operational, hosting advanced technology or even remnants of the Nazi regime. However, there's limited credible evidence supporting these claims. 2. Alien and ancient civilization connections, another theory, speculates that Antarctica holds evidence of ancient civilizations or extraterrestrial activity. Some theorists propose that ancient civilizations once thrived there, possibly explaining the continent's mysterious past. However, scientific research has supported these claims. 3. Hidden knowledge and government secrecy. There's a belief that governments, particularly powerful nations, withhold information about Antarctica, claiming there's more to the continent than what they publicly disclose. The speculation revolves around hidden knowledge, advanced technology, or even supernatural phenomena hidden beneath the ice. It's important to note that while these theories persist, there's a lack of substantial evidence to validate these claims. Antarctica remains an area of scientific study, with international collaboration focused on climate research, environmental conservation, and understanding the Earth's history. Don't forget to hit that like and follow us. Thanks for watching.
So, what actually happened on the MH17 flight? Stay tuned to learn more about the conspiracy theory behind this flight. Okay. So, on 17th of July 2014, Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 was brought down over eastern Ukraine. The flight was on its way from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur. On board were 283 passengers and 15 crew members. Among the passengers were 196 Dutch nationals. In the aftermath, the government set 3 priorities: repatriating and identifying the victims, establishing the cause of the crash, conducting a criminal investigation. But what actually happened? Early reports of the disaster suggested over 100 people working in the field of HIV/AIDS research en route to a major international conference in Melbourne had perished. When a clearer picture emerged, this was revised down to 7. No less horrific for those who perished or their friends and family, but perhaps less grist to the mill of those who speculated that the plane had been shot down to prevent a cure for AIDS being revealed. Apparently, the global elite is keen to stop us learning about the cure for AIDS, as it wants to depopulate the Earth. Top 5.
Man, there's so many different conspiracies about that plane, y'all. I don't even know what to believe. Let me know y'all conspiracy or what y'all think. It probably ain't even a conspiracy, so let me know what y'all thoughts are on that down in the comment section. These some crazy conspiracies though.
Conspiracy theories. 1. Moon landing. Some claim the Apollo moon landings were staged by NASA, suggesting they were elaborate hoaxes filmed on Earth. 2. Area 51 and extraterrestrial life. The belief that Area 51, a highly classified U.S. military base, is hiding evidence of extraterrestrial life or technology. 3. 9/11 inside job. The conspiracy theory that suggests the U.S. government was involved in or had advanced knowledge of the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks. 4. Flat Earth theory. Despite overwhelming evidence, there are individuals who believe the Earth is flat, and that evidence to the
Wait. They said despite overwhelming evidence, there's still individuals who believe that it's flat. What evidence? What evidence? There's just a bunch of theories. That's all I know that they've ever had is just a bunch of theories, and then they all scienced up to where most people ain't gonna question nothing.
Contrary is part of a global conspiracy. 5. New World Order. The idea that a secretive, powerful group is working behind the scenes to establish a single global government.
So y'all really think the Earth looked like a giant jawbreaker? That's what y'all really think the Earth looked like? That's what it is. Like someone took a jawbreaker and they was like, you know what? We gonna say the Earth look like this. Ding. They see no footage of the green stuff that they keep talking about. That's what I want to see. They probably hiding that footage somewhere, like the actual land. You know, if he did fly over and start seeing green land, or like trees and stuff, like where the footage? And if he
The theory
never
of evolution
let us
is
know.
100% false, and this new theory is much more likely. The education system has been lying to all along. 66 million years ago, a meteorite is said to have crashed into Earth, causing the extinction of dinosaurs. But what if I told you it wasn't a meteorite, but a spacecraft that brought the first humans to Earth, an immense vessel where we would have stayed for years after the impact, waiting for the air to become breathable and the danger to pass? Now you might wonder why there is no trace of this giant spacecraft. The answer is simple. The early humans would have completely dismantled it to build tools and utilize its materials for survival on Earth. And the fact that we come from another place in space would explain why ancient civilizations like the Incas or Egyptians were so advanced and possessed extensive knowledge of astronomy. And this would also explain why we can find depictions of spacecraft in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and drawings in Mayan pyramids. But if we don't come from this planet, where do we come from? Are there other humans in the universe?
I mean, sounds pretty good, don't it, y'all?
What was Iraq actually hiding? There's a theory that the U.S. stayed in Iraq for over a decade after it was liberated, not because of oil, but something way more powerful. In the 1920s, a British explorer discovered what was rumored to be the oldest known stargate in the world.
Man, why AI done took Joe Rogan's voice, y'all? I swear, AI done took his voice. This is not Joe Rogan. He don't talk like this. This sounds like a computer that sounds like Joe Rogan. The world is scary. The world's scary. It's gonna be a podcast out here, right, with my voice on it, talking about some conspiracies, and y'all gonna think it's me, but it's not gonna be me because I don't got a podcast. I just got a YouTube.
A device that's essentially able to take people across interstellar distances instantly. It was located at what is known today as the Great Ziggurat. However, in the 1980s, Saddam Hussein fortified the ancient complex in an attempt to keep explorers from seeing what was hidden inside. Furthermore, strange ancient technology has been seen coming out of the Great Ziggurat, rumored to have come through the Stargate from an ancient civilization now living on the hidden planet Nibiru. People who have come out and spoken about these strange devices and coincidentally went missing soon after, with many more people in recent times coming forward claiming to have been involved in classified programs in Iraq where Stargate technology was used. Many people are wondering.
I think it's a Stargate.
You're not
in
even
Iraq.
ready to imagine the craziness we're in right now. Antarctica is the most mysterious continent in the world. A new theory is so crazy that it could completely change your perception of the Earth. According to this theory, Antarctica is not just a massive ice continent, but rather an enormous ice wall that surrounds all the continents. In 1992, a new world map was created, the Gleason map, which shows Antarctica encircling all our continents. This theory goes even further. Some believe that if we manage to cross this wall, we will encounter numerous other continents deliberately hidden from us by governments.
We probably will. Who want to go down to the ice wall? Let me know.
This is why exposing the truth is scary.
People who expose the truth.
Wait a minute, y'all. I be trying to expose the truth on here. I don't want nothing scary to happen to me, man.
One of the most amazing things that I had ever seen in the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planets in the Gulf of Mexico. I noticed there's something out in the distance. Couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached it, the dark band became a donut. I saw this donut. It was black in the center. What the heck is that? And so, as we get closer and closer to it, I noticed that the black band had what appeared to be kind of water lapping against the shoreline. This band was a ring of mussels. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm already underwater. We went out over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off. And as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shore.
I can't never fly on a helicopter. No, I'm straight.
Do you ever wonder why like there's a naughty and nice list for Santa Claus? To make kids like nicer, behave better, right? I'm pretty sure like Northern Asia and I think some areas near like Siberia and all of that, they have tradition. Instead of Santa Claus, Sinterklaas. Yeah. He's with Krampus, and Krampus is supposed to be like a winter demon, and sending Krampus to go ahead and like beat them up. Like he would go around, literally looks like Santa Claus, has like a priest hat, dressed in red, long white beard, walks up to the kids and goes, naughty or nice, and then sends Krampus if they're naughty and like beat them up. Damn. Now that whole thing of like Santa Claus, Sinterklaas, it gets dark because in I think like the 1600s, there's actually a play, but this is where it gets crazy. This is what ties into Santa Claus. His signature laugh is ho 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 ho. Yeah. So ho ho, that's where they got Santa Claus's laugh from. Oh, and that's where they got the naughty and nice list from. It's all demonic.
So it is. Oh, it's all demonic.
Yeah. You know what else is demonic? Like guaranteed? What? I'm about to blow the lid off this shit. What? Yo, if you guys want part 2, comment conspiracy syrup right now.
Sinterklaas.
Do you know why Prince, the famous rock star that was a friend of mine, do you know why he called himself the artist when he came back? He calls himself the artist because that's what they call us in our contracts. Oh, these contracts are crazy. You should hear the terminology they say in these contracts. To use your name and likeness in perpetuity throughout the universe. Who the fuck could possibly know what that means? Nobody does.
Do you agree with what he is saying? Could there be a darker side to these contracts that these artists sign, or is Dave Chappelle making it up? TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only.
It's so complicated, in fact, that when you're a kid like me, you have to hire somebody to tell you what that means. And you sit down at a table and you do the contract game. And that's how I got with Comedy Central. I signed the contract. But I signed the contract the way that a 28-year-old expectant father that was broke signs a contract. I was desperate, I needed a way out, and it wasn't good money, and it wasn't good circumstances, but what else am I gonna do, I said. And all these white people sitting at that table told me, trust us, Dave, it's a good contract. And I looked around the table, and they all seemed to agree it was a good contract. But what if it was like that game of 3-Card Monte? What if they were all friends and I didn't know it?
Yep, you already know they was, man. They was in there buddy. They was all cousins. It's like, we're gonna get Dave, okay?
Died at the opening night of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert in Brazil. A Brazilian paper reporting the cause of death was cardiorespiratory arrest. And according to the AP this morning, media reported that fans were not allowed to take water into the stadium despite those soaring temperatures. The city's mayor has demanded changes before Swift's final 2 shows. On social media, Swift has shared a letter to fans saying she's devastated about that fan's death.
Words are spells. It's a lot of hidden meanings behind the English language. Let me tell you. Go watch part 1 first. But first example, you know how people say follow? Fall low. You know how you go through the week.
Hey guys, don't follow me. Just subscribe. Hopefully, subscribe ain't a bad word either. Dang, just click the red button.
The weekdays until you get to the weekend. And then, what do most people do on the weekend that they can't do during the week? They drink that alcohol. And what they say alcohol has, them spirits in it. You know how people be jokingly be saying that, them alcohol has in it. Why you think they call it booze? Booze. I could go on and on and on and on. This is just part 2. Oh, and for the non-believers and the ignorant folk, go to Google and look up the word etymology before you speak on anything. But anyway, at the end of the day, stay prayed up and set those intentions on a daily basis. Okay? Okay. See?
Read the screen, y'all. Read.
Yo, it's the weekdays and weekend thing for me.
Creep on in, on in, on in.
Ooh.
But if we get paid to rap about that stuff, they actually pay us more when we rap about more ignorant stuff, so I make sure I even a line and come talk on stages like this. But you guys...
Stop scrolling. A solar superstorm is going to wipe out the internet for weeks or months. And we've been talking about this. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sarah Starr, and I report on the solar weather and solar activity every single day for you. The Carrington event is real. This is going to happen. I've been prepping everybody day by day, little by little.
This is some leave the world behind type stuff right here. Like, literally. Talking about it's going to be a solar storm or whatever that's going to knock the internet out and the communications for months. What's going to happen when that happens, y'all? Y'all let me know what y'all think's going to happen if the internet gets knocked out for months. If we have no communication systems because all of it is linked up to 5G, or you can't even use 4G or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So what's going to happen? What y'all think?
But this is what solar storms will do. They can create an internet apocalypse within minutes. And since our power grid is very, very weak and we do not have the infrastructure to stabilize it whenever we have cosmic energies coming in, that this could last quite a bit. So our sun is going through the solar maximum right now, and that peak is supposed to be from 2025 to 2026. However, I just posted another video about how the prediction is now 2024. And what that means is that we are going to have an immense amount of solar activity, meaning geomagnetic storms, coronal mass ejections, solar flares, the solar flash, and then it's going to mess up our infrastructure. So every 11 years, our sun goes through a solar maximum or a solar minimum. We are in the maximum now. So our solar activity is increasing. Yet again, this means our northern light activity is going to increase. So you're going to see those beautiful auroras in places that auroras should not be because our magnetic field is so weakened. And if you know about the pole shift, you know about that too. So we have a lot of different factors coming into play with our sun. So we have coronal mass ejections, which is an ejection of plasma from a sunspot region. Now this can come at very high speeds, it can impact Earth within minutes, and it can and will shut down the power grid. Do the elites know about this? Yes. Do they know that this solar flash is coming? Yes. Do you need to become solar weather aware? Yes. So please follow me. It will cause power grid disruption, satellites, underground fiber optic cables, copper sheets, navigation, GPS, radio transmissions, communication equipment, and yourself, because you are an electrical being and these are electrical charges. So they may not say it to you, but your physical vessel is going to be interrupted by anything coming from the sun.
Hey, but what if it's interrupted in a good way, right? Hear me out. You have all of these other things such as, navigation, GPS, radio transmitters, all of that stuff, Wi-Fi signals, USB signals, all these signals just beaming everything at all the time, right? What if that's what is already interfering with you as an electrical being? And once all that is wiped out, what if you're able to rise to be exactly who you were meant to be? Your energy is able to actually be what it is because nothing's holding it down anymore, nothing's compressing it. You don't have all these other signals interfering with it. I don't know, that's just a theory to look at, I guess.
They do not want you to be privy about that information. The like I said, we have had a Carrington event where the power grid literally shut down. This was in 1859. We're due for another. It's on its way. Mind you, in this lifetime, this is going to happen. Now, I made a video about the Carrington event and what exactly happened. Here's a little tidbit about it, but if you want to actually get real information, please go find my video on my page. But it talks about how the wires literally emitted sparks because the solar flare that we had was so big, the CME that erupted came in very, very quickly, unexpected, and caused so much chaos globally. And it took them weeks and months to repair any of that. And that was way back when. Our stuff is even weaker now because they had really thick cables and ours are really thin. So everything is very fractured. And I just love to point this out, but they're saying 14,000 years ago, a solar flare that was 100 times stronger than the one that, that had that Carrington event came, impacted Earth and then caused so much disruption. Now, this is a cycle, a universal cycle that happens all the time.
Where is that written down at? Where's the who recalled that story of that happening? I want to know, because I want to know how they know. Who told them at 14,000 years ago, or however long she just said ago, that happened?
And it is coming during this lifetime, whether you like it or not. You don't have to believe it. Too fucking bad. Here it comes, and you need to be prepared. Which I have preparation videos for you too. It's a real thing. It's a very serious thing. And here we go. Solar activity in 2024 is going to be the peak, not 2025 anymore. We have less time than we thought. So the Great Solar Flash is on its way. And what does this do? It also gives us earthquakes, because when we have solar storms or CMEs, they disrupt both polar regions, and that weakens our magnetic field, causing the pole shift, causing earthquakes and cataclysms, those tsunamis, those hurricanes, weather manipulation. Yes, geoengineering and HARP has a deal with it, but the natural cycle also does too. But I do love how this is coming into play, because these scientists know exactly what is going to happen, and they know it's coming soon. So they're trying to do these safe modes, these warning systems that they can put in place prior to that. But even when this solar flare comes in, this CME, I will not even be able to warn you. It's just going to come out of nowhere. It causes this radio blackout where there will be no communication within minutes. But you will know what's happening because you'll literally be able to see it. It's going to be a very large burst of light. It is going to last, I don't know, maybe a couple of minutes. You're going to think you're going to go blind. It's going to be a blink of an eye and your world is going to change. What this is going to do is it is going to create an aurora borealis literally everywhere globally, because our magnetic field is so weak that it is going to penetrate it. It is going to open it. And that is the great awakening. My name is Sarah Starr. I report on the solar weather every day. And if you want to know more about these cataclysms, please follow me, share, subscribe. Love ya.
What's y'all thoughts on the solar storm, man? Let me know in the comment section.
Ever wondered what mysteries lie beneath the twinkling lights and festive melodies of Christmas? Welcome to the Secret Elf Society conspiracy. Deep within the heart of Santa's workshop, there's a story untold. Whispers circulate of elves, not just crafting toys, but secretly orchestrating a hidden society with its own agenda. What if I told you the elf on the shelf isn't just a watchful eye for Santa? Some theorize it's a sentinel, reporting not only on children, but also on the secrets of the grown-up world. Uncover the alleged elf hierarchies, from the mischievous workshop elves to the elusive higher-ups. Could they be pulling the strings behind the scenes? Cryptic symbols in toy designs, hidden messages in gift wrapping. Whistleblowers claim these are signals from the Secret Elf Society. But what are they communicating? And to whom? As the snow blankets the North Pole, one question remains. Is the elf on the shelf an innocent tradition, or is it part of a more elaborate conspiracy? The answers may be hidden in the very magic we celebrate.
Yo, Is the elf on the shelf just an innocent tradition, or is it more of an elaborate conspiracy like they said? I don't know. Do you got an elf on the shelf in your house? Do you guys really celebrate Santa Claus or Santa Claus? These are some of the most creepy and bizarre TikTok conspiracies. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.